kids, it's Miss Tabby again, and today I'm bringing you a story about sharing. And in our story today, we're going to meet a little shark named Clark and his fishy friends, and how he learns, in a way, the hard way, how important sharing can be. So our story is called Clark the Shark Dares to Share, and it's written by Bruce Hale, illustrated by Guy Francis, and it's published by HarperCollins. Clark the Shark loved school. He loved his teacher and he loved learning. But sometimes Clark got a little mixed up. One marvelous morning, Mrs. Inky Dink told Clark's class, time for show and share. And there's all of his little friends. Benny Blowfish went first. He played a song so sweet and sassy that Clark couldn't help but dance his funky shark dance with a hip and a hop and a skiddly widdly wop. Sit down, please, said Mrs. Inky Dink. But I was sharing too, said Clark. Sharing is caring, said Mrs. Inky Dink, and everyone must learn to wait their turn. I get it, said Clark. But he didn't really. At Reading Roundup, Amanda Eelwiggle won a scrumptious prize for reading the most books. Sea slug ice cream? Asked Clark. Yum, yum, I want some. That's up to Amanda, said Mrs. Inky Dink. But sharing is caring, said Clark. Mrs. Inky Dink nodded. Yes, I'm aware. But the giver chooses when to share. Sharing is confusing, said Clark. In reef hockey, Clark chose to share his spectacular skills. Hockey is awesome, he roared. Clark front faked and back faked. He stick checked and decked. In the end, Clark did everything but passed the puck. His teammates were cranky. Hey, hotshot, let someone else score, why don't you, said his best friend, Joey Mackerel. But we all shared the win, said Clark. Coach Krabby scowled. A win's not okay unless we all get to play. Sharing is complicated, said Clark. After school, Clark and Joey Mackerel played Sea Wars at Joey's house. Wow, is that Darth Vader? Asked Clark. Best birthday present ever, said Joey. Want to play with Fluke Seawalker? Clark really wanted Darth Vader, but Joey asked him to wait his turn. Then, when Joey went to get them a snack, Clark couldn't resist. Must be my turn! It was, after all, the coolest toy ever. Sea Wars rocks, cried Clark. Pow! Bam! Crunch. Oops. There went his head. Uh-oh. Clark, cried Joey, you broke it. Sorry, said Clark. I was sharing? Joey shook his head. That's not sharing, he said. That's taking and breaking. Clark the Shark swam home befuddled and bewildered. He didn't understand sharing at all. And when he arrived, Clark found he wasn't the only one who didn't get it. Mom, cried Shark, my cap. He borrowed it, he bit it, and now it's ruined. And here's his little brother chewing on his hat. Teething or no teething, Clark's mother said that's no way to treat a cap. She told his brother to ask before borrowing, but she told Clark, you have heaps of caps, and if you have a lot, why not share a lot? Clark didn't want to hear it. He swam to his room and he sulked up a storm. Sharing is caring, Clark grumbled. It's not taking and breaking. But this only reminded him of what he'd done at Joey's house, and Clark's head hurt as if a big sharky thought was trying to break free. So sharing is waiting your turn, letting everyone play, the giver chooses when, not taking and breaking, and giving what you've got a lot of. Sharing was confusing, but Clark thought it also might be worth getting it right. Mom, he asked, will you help me bake something? The next day, Clark gave Joey a home-baked krill cake and a great big sharky apology. I think I'll share this with the whole class, said Joey. Really? Said Clark. Really, said Joey. And when Amanda Eelwiggle saw all that cake being cut, she said, you know what goes really good with krill cake? No, what? Said Clark. Sea slug ice cream. And just like that, she scooped her treat into everyone's plates. You see his cake says, dare to share. Clark the shark looked around at all his classmates enjoying cake and ice cream, and he got a warm, wiggly feeling way down deep inside. What is it, Clark? Asked Mrs. Inky Dink. With a ginormous grin, Clark broke into the funkiest, sharkiest funky shark dance ever. And this time, all his classmates joined him with a hip and a hop and a skiddly widdly wop. Sharing is sweet, cried Clark the shark, and he's given a good old fist pump. Well, sharing can be difficult, and I know that can really cause a problem sometimes. But if you remember the things that happened in the story and how he learned how to take turns, and he learned how to wait until the giver offers something, and he learned how to share in taking turns playing a game and being a whole team, not just one person. All of these things are things that help us to share. And if you remember, if you share with everyone, everyone's happy, including you. So that's our story today about sharing. I hope you enjoyed it, and this is it for me. So I hope you've enjoyed the stories, and until next time, I'm Miss Tabby, and I hope you have a great day. Bye.